It is February 7th, 2024. And what we're going to do is we're going to find some stocks that analysts are saying they're underpriced and have a potential of moving up. So the experiment that we're going to run is we'll grab a few of these, we'll find them, we'll grab them, and then we'll use Robinhood and we'll monitor them over the next couple months, maybe even the entire year. Currently what I have open here is Webull. And Webull is a great tool for using its filters and finding stocks. So I'll show you how we can find ones that have an analyst say they're underpriced, right? Which means that they should move up. And what we'll do is we'll use this to look at those stocks, and then we'll use TD Ameritrade to look at what the analysts say about those stocks, and we'll Google it and kind of just do a little bit of research, nothing too heavy. That's what I do every morning. And what I want to do is display a little experiment, and hopefully every week you can we'll take a look at how they're doing, maybe add a few bucks here and there, and see if we can get some profits. So this is Webull. I'm going to click on the screeners tab. Here I have some preset screeners, but we'll just ignore that. Or you can choose or make one yourself. Here, I'll just choose all, right? Now what this screener is actually set up to do, it's looking at the newest stocks this week, the ones that have been listed. So let's go into modify, and I don't really care about the listing date for now, so we'll take that out. So two things, I'm going to leave the sector up there because I'll tell you in a second. So let's go to analyst rating, right? So as far as the sectors go, I want all of them except, so he took out banking and health and services and pharmaceuticals. They're just too volatile, and they could be rated great this week and horrible next week. So I'd rather not have those chosen. And you may think of other sectors that you also don't want to include in our search, but I'm just going to choose those three for now. And we're going to start off with the analyst rating of a strong buy. Oh, you know what? Let me add one more filter. Let's choose listing price. Like most people, we don't want to spend $300-400 a share on a growing company or looking for potential. So let's put this at, I think, let's go 45 bucks. Seems like a good number. Actually, let's go down to 30 bucks. We'll start there and see how many we get. All right, so now I'm going to go to my analyst rating, and we'll set that to strong buy. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on a strong buy. Prices are, so let's move that up a little bit. Let's put it 50 bucks. Let's see how many more we get. Okay. And let's look at some of these and make a list. You can't see it on the screen, but I'm opening Notepad because I'm going to capture these listings. So first, let's look at let's sort it by price. All right. So we'll start with this $49 one, Road. Let's see what the analysts. Okay, so I don't know why it's a strong buy. Analysts have at minimum 42, 47, 51, but they have, I don't know why it's a strong buy, to be honest with you. I guess they're expecting some growth. Quadrant rating, overall rating strong. All right, so let's look at the history and see what it's done. So we'll pull up the chart. I'm going to go to 1 month. Okay, so it's grown a lot over a month. And I'll tell you a little catch thing here that you want to try to avoid. So let's look at 1 year. Oh, it's still growing over a year. 5 years. Okay, so this is what my feelings on this is that it's overpriced, right? If we look at the analysts here, the rating, they have it peaked out at 51 bucks. And right now we're sitting at, oh, I can't see the price here. 49.72. So that's too rich for my blood, so I'm not going to put it on the list. Next we have TGLS. This one's rated slightly lower than the middle price, but it's also a strong buy. Quadrant rating, moderate overall. Let's see what the chart tells us. Over 5 years, that came up quite a bit. And yeah, a lot of these stocks, when they climb up like this, and I know I'm not really big on investing in something that is already growing in price, right? Let's go to HLIO. Okay, that's what I want to see. That's what we want to buy it when it's down here. Let's see what the analyst rating is. They have them at a strong buy, and it's at $41 now. $50 is the minimum. So $41 to $50. It's not even hit the minimum yet. So we definitely can see well, not definitely, but we could see a growth of $10 per share. 58 for the middle, 70 at the top here. So definitely want to put that on my list because it is underpriced. And well, according to the analysts, we'll look at some more analysts where they have it rated. Very weak. Okay, what you'll see sometimes is when it's based on a chart and it's dropped, they'll have they'll call it weak, but the analysts have it as a strong buy, and the value of it right now is lower than what the minimum is. So I'm gonna go with that one. All right, what is this? PRO. All right, so Pros Holding. The current price is $34. $40 is the minimum, so we have some growth potential there. It is a strong buy. 43 and 52. Okay, there is no rating there for the quadrant. Let's look at the chart. Over the year, it's gone up a little bit, but it's not it's nothing insane. So let's look at 6 months. All right, so we're kind of here in the middle. So there's a lot of potential, according to the analyst ratings here, there's a potential for growth. So I'm going to make a note of that, PRO. And we'll just go through a couple of these real quick. ATAT, $18. The minimum they expect is 23, so we got some growth there. So I'm going to capture ATAT. And this isn't AT&T. This is just AT and AT, a different company. They're called Ator Lifestyle. Right, and the nice thing about Webull is you can also use it to look at the profile of the company, read a little bit about them. They actually have news releases, so you can read through the news releases, whatever corporate actions. Cash dividend. Okay, so that was last year, and so it's pretty cool stuff. Webull's it's got a lot of great tools. I would love to get access to their API and see what's available on it, but I tried that and I'm not able to. All right, ASC. Okay, so this looks like it's had a little bit of a climb there in the last 6 months. Let's look at a year. Okay, it doesn't look like it shot straight up, so it could be potential. Let's look at a month. Kind of even out here. Let's see what the analyst rating is. All right, so it's at $16. The minimum of the rating is at 18. The mid is 19, and top is 20. So not insane potential growth, but definitely looks like it could grow. It's got a strong buy there. Quadrant rating is strong. We'll definitely make note of that. ASC. Let's check out NVGS. Here's another one that the price is currently 15. They have a minimum of 18, 19, and 20. Strong on a quadrant. Chart looks good for this one. Yep, it had some growth, then it dropped a little. So yeah, definitely let's grab that one. NVGS and KRP in Cincinnati. Kimball Royalty. That sounds like I'm guessing that's some kind of real estate thing. Kimball Royalty Partners is gas, mineral, and royalty company. So right now, gas is really cheap. They got some stuff going on in the Middle East. Like I said, it's February 7th of 2024. So if you're watching this in the future, Hopefully we're still in existence. You know that some stuff was happening in the Middle East. So this one's right in the middle. So that's good. I like seeing that. Let's look at the 5 year and see where this went. Okay, so it's got a steady growth over 5 years. I like that. The analyst rating is okay, so it's below its minimum. I like that. So let's go ahead and make a note of KRP. And we'll look at DO. So DO is at $11. They have the minimum of 16, so that's definitely some potential there. 19 is the mid, and 23 is the top. So it's nearly, it could grow 100%. You know, from $11 to $22, you can double your investment there if it were to grow that much. It is rated as strong. Let's look at the chart. The chart looks decent over 5 years. It went up, and what date is this? In 2023 of August, it started to drop. Okay, so this is giving us some opportunity. Nice, nice. I like that. All right, so the analyst rating, going back to that, definitely want to make note of DO. All right, and next is EVRI. What is this? This is EVRI Holdings. So that's at $10. The analysts had it at 14, 16, and 18. So nearly 100% at the top if we were to hold this one. So definitely make a note of EVRI. I'm going to speed through these a little bit more so not to take up all the time. Although in the morning when I'm not recording myself, I do start to look at all the different metrics and factors involved here. 5 years, let's see when this started dipping. In 2021, this thing started on a downward trend. So it looks like it's presenting some opportunity for us. And I do want to say that when I look at things like this, I'm thinking of 2, 3, 4, 5 years out where I want to buy these stocks and just hold them. You know, there's potential someone can go out of business. You know, the analysts are wrong. But you know that's what you're doing. It's there's risk and there's reward, so they go hand in hand. All right, GAMB. This is gambling.com group. Okay, so this is one of those ethical stocks. Like if you're not into gambling, you don't like gambling, your dad was a gambler, or whatever. It could be that. Some people I know won't. I won't invest in tobacco stocks. And there's also the potential that these gambling stocks kind of fall under the same as the marijuana type of stocks. Is there could be change in legislation and could, you know, kill this company. But you know, it's gambling. Gambling is it's one of the two original ways that people made money. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to you know, make a statement. So, well, I do against tobacco, but here I'll do GAMB. So we'll copy that one, and finally BLDE. That looks like some kind of construction thing. So it's at $2, $2.9, or $2.93. It has a low price of $5 for the analyst, 7, and then 13. So we're looking at potential of what, 1,000% growth or whatever. So if you invested $1,000 here, you know, and it did grow up to that 13, you can make 10 grand off of that. So let's that's 10 times as much. But let's go ahead and copy it. Blade Air Mobility. Blade Air Mobility. What do you think that is? Anybody want to guess? Let's look it up. Profile. Blade Air Mobility is a technology-powered global air mobile platform. Ranges charter and by the sea flights using helicopters, jets, turboprops, and amphibious seaplanes operating in various locations throughout the United States. This platform utilizes technology-powered assets like business. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to go off the analysts. You might hear my dogs in the background. All right, so this is how I look at undervalued, or let's say the stock price is below what the analysts are saying. So we got HLIO, PRO, AT&AT, ASC, NVGS, KRP, DO, and EVRI, GAMB, and BLDG. Next, let's take a look at, let's put it in TD Ameritrade and see what TD Ameritrade tells us. Before we start looking at the analyst ratings that we just pulled out of Webull, just want to show you something here. 3M Corp. Today's gain. Is it today? No, day gain. Okay. So I'm down 13%. And I did a big withdrawal out of my TD Ameritrade and moved it over to Fidelity and put on more stable ETFs. So this is kind of single companies. So I use TD Ameritrade for single companies. I don't put a lot on it. It's a percentage of my overall. And then Fidelity is where I put my solid ETFs, long-term stuff. And Robinhood is where I do experimental stock trading. I'll admit it, sometimes I trade on it. But today we're going to put these stocks that were left over after we do an analysis on them into Robinhood. And we're going to use that to monitor and see if we can make some money there over the next year or so. Maybe 6 months, and we'll see where we are in 6 months. But I'll try to update these videos often. All right, so let's do some analysis and get this kicked off. So HLIO, Helios Technologies, common stock. All right, so we see that they're at a low. The Smart Scar, sorry, outperforming, hold. Ford Equity Research has it in the middle there at 3. Okay, you know, it's not scaring me off here at all. Oh, there's a way you can click on to see more calendar events. Okay, more reports. So here we go. All right, so it's a moderate buy for TD. So I'm gonna make a note that it's a mod buy. All right, cool. And TD has a potential of going up to $61. All right, so that's cool. And it's currently at 41. So we'll definitely hold on to that one. All right, next stock is PRO. All right, so PRO is on an upward. Let's see, that's over 1 year, 3 years. Okay, so it's still below that 3-year line, but it's climbing up. Okay, so it's rated at an outperformance 10. Okay, so the Smart Scar combines 8 factors to provide a single tip ranker rating. The score is updated daily. 1 is the lowest rating, 10 is the highest. All right. So we got Trans has it reduce, the Street has it at sell. And there's a funny thing out there. It's like whatever the Street tells you to do the opposite. Ford Equity, and I think that's because of that crazy guy that's always making bad predictions. Ford Equity has them in the middle. Market Edge has them as an avoid. Let's see what more reports are giving it. Okay, so it has a strong buy here. It's currently at $34, and the projection at the highest is 52, and the lowest is 40. So I think we're going to keep that one. I'm just typing here on the side. All right, so let's check the next stock, ATAT. Okay, so in the last year, this is definitely on a low. Excellent, I like that. Shows that potential growth. Okay, over the last 3 years, so it jumped up to almost $27 a share. It's currently at 18. So at one time there was some potential there. We don't know what's happened over the last year. The Street has as a hold. Let's see, is there any more reports on this? Okay, so they have it as a moderate buy. So I'm going to put moderate buy. And it's at $18, and they're projecting 25 at the high. So we're going to keep that one. So far, so good. We're on a trend here. All right, next stock is ASC. And again, if you do this and you're following me along, or you're following along with me, I should say, use proper English, we're going to hold these for a while. This is not, I'm going to hold it for 3 or 4 months. This is holding from 6 months to 3 years. You know, if they blow up in 6 months, yeah, we'll take profit. But these kinds of stocks, you're going to hold on for them for a couple of years. But the idea is keep putting money on it, even if it goes down more. If it looks like the business is okay, the ratings are fine, and there's a potential to make some money when they start growing again. All right, so this one, all right, so this over 3 years is growing. Over the last year, it looks like it's stagnated a bit. and they have a 10 score hold. The street says buy. I don't know, that makes me nervous. Maybe their clock where they're right twice a day, right? All right, so market edge says long, so it's a long hold. All right, so it's improving. That's all good. So far, really good scores on this one. A strong buy. It's at 16 bucks. They have the minimum at 17 and the top at 20. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. All right, next stock is NVGS. All right, this comes in. It shows growth over the year, over 3 years. It's showing growth over 3 years. So this stock just looks like it just continuously goes up, and it's only 15 bucks a share. All right, let's see what the ratings are. Accumulate. Okay, so it's neutral in the middle. Well, a little bit more in the middle. Research team says accumulate. Okay, so this doesn't have any numbers there. This one says street says buy. It's a long and it's improving. Let's see what the overall reports or the additional. Okay, so it's a moderate buy. It's at $15.59. They had a top at 20, and this thing is continuously growing. I don't see. Let's go back and see what it look. Okay, so these are all okay. Didn't even notice this. All right, so let's go back and see what that chart looks like over 3 years again. All right, so yeah, it's just continuously growing. So it may just keep on growing. So let's put a strong on there. So we'll definitely keep that one. That was NVGS right up here. All right, next one is KRP. And this is the 3 year, so it just looks like it's stagnated at some point, which is fine. Yeah, this is just going along, trending along. $15 a share. They have it at a neutral at 6. Research team says reduce. The street says buy, so they're kind of like opposites there. Market edge says avoid. Improving and declining. It's closer to declining, so this isn't looking too great here. Let's see the overall score. The overall score is telling us it's a strong buy at 17 bucks, so it can go up $2 a share. Now, it's an oil and gas thing. This can be a little volatile. Well, you know what? We do have a potential to make money because oil and gas is really low right now, and usually when oil and gas is low, there's only one way it's going to go, and that's going to go up. So we'll keep it. This might be one of our more short-term ones. Over the next 3 to 6 months, this might go up a lot, and then we'll cash it out and we'll take some profit. All right, over a long time, that might not be a long time one. That might be a shorter one. All right, DO. Let's look at this. All right, so over the year, it's pretty much been right down the middle. It did have a little peak. We're back down to buy area over 3 years. Okay, so it has increased over 3 years, but it's back down here in this buy area. Let's see what the analysts are. Okay, 7. Reduce, sell, 4. Not looking great. It's a long hold. It's improving, so let's see what the additional reports say. Moderate buy. It's $11, and risk reward, man. This is it's got it at the low of 20 and at the peak of 23. It's at $11, so even if I hit at 18, I'm close to doubling that. So I think I'm going to keep it. So far these all been keeps. All right, EVRI. All right, EVRI. Over 3 years, it's been declining. At one point, is at $25. It's now at 10, so it's dropped in half. Analyst rating 7. Hold. Forward equity has as a 2, so it's more positive. It's on a long. It's improving. Ooh, this looks good because man, if we got back up here, you throw whatever you throw on here, you're gonna double it. And that's just in a 3-year term. So yeah, I kind of like that. It's a little bit of a risk, but the reward looks really good. All right, so they're saying the top is at 14. Okay, so it could have been overpriced there in the past, but 14 is still, an additional $4 a share. So what's at this red line? All right, I think I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, why not? You know, and we can look back at this video and see how we did 6 months from now, and see, were we wrong, were we good, is this a good process, or does it suck? We'll find out. All right, so GAMB, over the last 3 years, it's kind of been there in the middle. Had a couple peaks over the last year. It's right back to where it was, or even lower. Did have a peak up. It went from, it's at $9 now to get up to $14. And so they're telling us it's an outperform, reduce under research team. The street says hold. Ford's puts it at 2. It's more positive. Market Edge gives it an avoid and a 1 on declining. Let's see the overall. This is another strong buy. So 18 is the top. If we got back up to 18, again, you're doubling the money, right? At the lowest, it's 13, so we're still looking at $4 to $3 a share increase at the lowest. So let's go ahead, let's keep it. Yeah, man, it looks like we're keeping all these. So, the next segment of this video, we're going to actually buy in Robinhood, and we'll go through that process. All right. So last one is BLDG. And let's see what this rating is. Oh, this looks weird. All right, so this has a quadrant. Okay, what is this? Morning style box. Value, growth, small. So value is low. Risk low. Return low. Morningstar gives it 2. 1. It's a sell. Okay, so this might be the only one here. I can't really get a good beat on it. Real estate. Oh, it's an ETF? How did I miss that? All right, we're not going to mess with ETFs because we want to have some fun with some individual stocks. So we're not going to take BLTG, taking that off the list. All right, so we've done an analysis using Webull and TD Ameritrade, and we decided to keep everything. We kind of got a good idea where these companies are. And let's next segment is going into Robinhood and actually buying these stocks. All right, we're now looking at my Robinhood. Again, this was one I had about 20 grand in, cashed it out, put on Fidelity instead, paid off a couple bills. The other one had about 2,000. This is about 2,800. This morning it was more like 2,700. We're only using about half of that, and so we got 1,257 to buy. These stocks I have here, I kind of did an analysis. I did do short analysis on those and came to the same conclusion. So we're now going to add the ones that we just pulled. From TD Ameritrade and Webull after looking at those. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stocks to purchase. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, just do an equal amount. So you can't see it on the screen. I'm going to run a calculator. So we're going to say 12. We'll go with 1,200 divided by 9. All right, 1,200 divided by 9 is 133. So we'll put 130 bucks on each one of these stocks, 130 and 133, and then well, we'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to start with our HLIO, and Robinhood also gives you an analysis rating, I think, at the bottom here. Yeah, it'll give the earnings. Okay, for some of them it'll give a rating, some it won't. All right, so Helios Technologies, 41.78. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say buy, or well, actually we want to buy like 130 to 133 bucks for each one of these. So let's see how many shares is 132. All right, so 3 shares. So we'll go ahead and buy 3 shares. So I'm going to say limit order. Now the limit order is I'm going to set how much I want to buy it at. So when you want to buy it, say like in the morning when the market opens, I'll buy it for anything less than, and I'm going to put it a little bit over what it's here for. So we'll say anything less than $41.85. So anything less than that, they'll purchase it, right? So we'll buy, what did I say, 3 shares? All right, so 3 shares is going to cost us 125 bucks. What do 4 shares cost us? Oh, yeah, we'll stick with 3. All right, and then we're going to say we're going to buy at extended hours. And what this does is it will buy in the pre-market hours. And for me here in Arizona, that is going to be 5 a.m. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that order in. All right, so let's do with the rest now. Kind of same thing. So PRO, Pro Holdings. Let's see, is there any news or analysis on? Okay, so this has them as a strong buy. So we'll go ahead and we'll so $34. What is that? That's going to be 3, 4. It's going to be about 4. So let's say limit order. I want to buy for anything less than $35. 4 shares will cost us 140. That's fine. I can go with 140. We'll do the extended hours. Put in the order there. Say buy. All right. Now we're at AT&T. AT&T. All right. This is also that 100% strong buy. So we'll put a limit order. We'll buy anything under 19 bucks because it's at $18 now, and we'll buy 5 shares. Ooh, probably go up 6 shares, 7 shares. Right at 133 exactly. All right. So we'll go ahead and put that order in. And again, I'll walk you through what the limit buy is. The limit buy means that I don't want to buy something that is way overpriced. So for example, this Ardmore shipping that we're going to buy, we're going to set a limit. It's now at 50. It's at $15.96, right? So if this stock was like 20 bucks, I don't want to buy it at 20 bucks. But I think anything under, say, $16.25, just kind of pulling that number out of my butt. I don't mind paying that much for it. That's probably the most I want to pay for it. So anything below that, it will purchase it at that price. If it's $17, it's not going to purchase it because it's too rich, or it's too overpriced for us to buy. So we say $16.25 at $15.96, or in the morning say it's $16. It will purchase this limit order, and we'll say let's go 5 shares. So it's $81, 6 shares, 97. Oh, another 7 shares. Let's go at 8 shares. Perfect, 130 bucks. So we'll go ahead and buy that. All right. So we're done there. Next stock is NVGS. Navigator Holdings. All right, so that went up a little today. See this performance over the year; it just keeps on climbing. 5 years, you know, this was the big viral thing. If we look at Max, it kind of stayed down here, but it started off at a pretty high price. So let's see if we can get a return on it. So okay, so no rating, no analyst rating. So let's go ahead and say limit. Let's see, 16, another $16 one. Anything below $16, we'll go 7, 8. We'll go 128 bucks. Review the order, buy it. All right, we got 4 more to go. So KRP in Cincinnati, WKRP in Cincinnati, Kimball Realty. Ooh, the stock is not supported on Robinhood. Oh no. Oh well. I wonder why that is. They're located in Texas. Man, look at that too. They're 100%. Yeah, I don't know, man. That sucks. Oh well. We'll go on to the next one. Well, we won't be spending that much money today, I guess. So Diamond Offshore Drilling. You're gonna do a limit, and we'll go say anything under $12. I usually just round up to the next whole dollar amount and whatever. So if the other will say $10 is what, 120? Yeah, we'll stick with that. Order, buy. All right, let's see if they have a rating down here. BP lease oil rig pipe drops to seafloor in North Atlanta. Leased oil. All right, so this is at 100% buy. So it looks like Robinhood is also in agreement with a lot of our others that we did. So it's queued up. So tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. my time, this will buy this stock for us. All right, and we got 2 more to go. So EVRI. And let's see, this is $10. So 10 shares will give us $100. So we'll say 13 shares, right? Oops. No order. Limit price, we'll go with $11. So it won't buy it if it goes over 11. It will only buy it if it's under $11 tomorrow morning. We'll go with 13 shares. 143. So that one stock we can't trade, so we can actually go a little rich there. Let's see if there's a rating. Yep, 100%. Just go ahead and buy this. All right, and the last one is GAMB. This is trading at $9 a share, so we'll set the limit order. It'll actually say $9, and I want to buy anything under $9.50. It will purchase 14 of these, 133 exactly. And that's what we're buying. So when I look at my investment list here, you know, there's the ones I already purchased, but so they don't have anything next to them. The ones that have the plus sign are the ones that are waiting to be purchased. There's a couple I'm going to sell that I'll show you. We had some little quick trades. It's like this one went up 10%. I'll just show you what this is. I don't even know. Luckin Coffee. I never even heard of it. But I bought it at $20.99 a share. I bought 6 shares. It's now at $23. 3 times 6 is whatever that is. So yeah, we're up $13. You know, you say $13 ain't much, but if you're doing trading and you do 20 stocks like this a week, that starts to add up. You know, $13 times 20. You know, you're talking a few $100 a week, and that's not with a whole lot of money. But anyway, what we're doing is we're going to do a long-term experiment over the next couple months. So we'll get these stocks purchased. Where total is at $2,800 right now in Robinhood, and we'll see where we can bring that throughout the year. So thank you again for watching this video. It's just showing you how I work through trying to find stocks. You do whatever you want to do, but this is bringing you along my journey. It's real life. I'm not affiliated with nothing. I don't make any money off of YouTube. I'm just a regular dude who decided to make some fun videos, basically because I don't have kids, so I'm just bored, right? And there you go. I go to work, I come home, I buy stocks, and then I go to bed, wake up in the morning, research stocks, go to work, come home, buy stocks, and go to bed. Pretty much that's my routine every day. Anyway, all right, thank you, and have a good one. Bye.